All right, man. Bruce Arians takes one final shot at Tom Brady. Now, a lot of people speculated that Tom Brady was one of the reasons why Bruce Arians was stepping down from his position. All right, check out the NFL playlist for more videos like this. And here's the coach in waiting, Buccaneers. Bruce Arians shines light on Leftwich. Now, they could have did a lot better job with that headline, but Bruce Arians said, I get credit. And Brady gets way too much credit for what Byron does with our offense, Arians said in an interview with Arizona Sports 98.7. One of the reasons I hope he gets all the credit he deserves this year is to get a coaching gig. So he basically saying that, basically trying to pump up Byron Leftwich to get a coaching gig. But you ain't got to throw Tom Brady under the bus if it ain't nothing there. And he done it too many times. Remember when Brady was throwing all them picks and pick sixes and stuff in the beginning of the 2020 season, he was saying, bro, and people were saying, well, Bruce Arians, you're doing too much risky to get the biscuit. All right. You're doing too much. And he said, well, shit, the Tom Brady call, Tom Brady in the he says Tom Brady in the is agreeing, and he in the offensive coordinator in the quarterback room, he calling the plays too. He said Brady is picking the plays that he liked too. And he threw Brady under the bus about that. And Bruce Arians just don't take accountability. They could have won last year if it wasn't Bruce Arians. He never wanted he never wanted he never wanted Antonio Brown there. Instead of being like, Antonio, just sit down for a minute. After this offensive series, we see how your ankle feel. If it feel better, we good. And Antonio probably would have been like, all right, coach, he respect me. Now get the hell out of there, this, that, and the third. And that's just what it was. Bruce Arians is just, like I said, he's somebody that's, a good coach. You know what I'm saying? His claim to fame came when one of the coaches got sick. I forget what coach it was. And he took and did a good job with the coach, had a good record. Other than that, he never would have been an offensive coordinator. I mean, never been a head coach in this league. He probably would have retired as an offensive coordinator, got the job in Arizona, this, that, and the third. But like I said before, he just, to me, he remind me of Doc Rivers, but just with a more super. Well, Doc Rivers had a super team in Boston. He just remind me of Doc Rivers, where they don't take accountability. They don't just say, man, yeah, man, I just gotta do a better job doing this and putting time in this, that, and the third, in a better position to win. You know what I'm saying? You gotta remember, Doc Rivers ran off Tim Duncan too. Tim Duncan was coming to Orlando to help T Mac because Grant Hill never really got healthy, helped T Mac. And he told Grant Hill, he said his family couldn't fly on a private plane. I mean, he told, Tim Duncan his family couldn't fly on a private plane to games. And then guess what you got? What you got was Tim Duncan going back to San Antonio, courting Chicago. Some of these dudes just, they hard asses in this era. That's just not gonna work. Especially with social media work. Like I said, that social media news travel faster than bad news. They say, don't let bad news beat you home. But to boost up Byron Leftwich, you don't have to tear down Tom Brady though. And maybe he feel like he do. Maybe he feel like, I didn't hype Byron up a lot and they still ain't signed Byron as a head coach. And he had a situation in Tampa where, he should have been a head coach, didn't want to work with the GM they retained there. So now he back as the offensive coordinator with Buccaneers. And maybe that's kind of smidget why Tom Brady actually came back. But like I said before, they talking about they got an issue with minority coaches. You got an issue with minority owners. That's why you don't have more minority coaches than executives. Anybody can see that. But like I said before, it's definitely something there between Bruce Arians and Tom Brady. Definitely, there's been too many times where he didn't throw Tom under the bus. And Tom probably like, Bill ain't never did this shit. I was up there in New England like for 50 years and, everybody was treated the same. And he did it with Jameis Winston too. So, it ain't like Bruce Arians, no racist and nothing like that. That's just the way he is. And with Jameis Winston, he was the dummy calling all them damn 50, 60-yard plays, and the reason why Jameis kept getting them damn picks. Instead of running the ball and calling high completion plays. He the one that was stretching it down the field with he was the one that was stretching it down the field with Jameis. And he a big reason why Jameis Winston didn't succeed in the National Football League. Instead of calling some slants, running the ball, and reeling Jameis in a little bit, he didn't do that. And Tom Brady did the same thing. He got there and was good throwing it deep, throwing picks. And people was looking like, see, look, Jameis might not be too bad over, at all. Tom doing the same thing. He threw it right on time. So I'm like, yeah, Tom right there when I'm calling the plays. He agreed with it, I'm paraphrasing, but yeah, he right there with me. And then when Tom Brady, actually, you see Tom Brady imprint coming on there when they start running the ball, and they start to have success. But you would love to see Byron Leftwich, go out there and get a head coaching job. You would like to see anybody that deserve it, no matter what color they is. You would love to see, Byron go out there and get his just due, but we know it's harder. And then the black coaches don't get the cream of the crop jobs neither. You get the shitty jobs. You get put in a bad position where you get put with a GM that you don't like, who don't believe in your philosophy. We all argue. So, and then you talk about where there's not a lot of offensive coaches in the league, and it's not a lot of offensive coaches in the league. It's not a lot of development for the offensive coaches. You think about why couldn't Deion Sanders, and I know he said he don't want to coach pro, but I'm just using an example. Why can't Deion Sanders come into the league and get an opportunity like Cliff Kingsbury if he wanted to? Why couldn't Eddie George? You know what I'm saying? And then that's the NBA got the same problem. They got more black coaches, but it's just like you said, you still got, you make up 75, 80%, 85, damn near probably 90% of the NBA. And you account for what? Less than 50% of the coaches in the National Basketball Association. The NBA just do a better job of window dressing. They let J. Cole perform, let hip hop acts perform at the All-Star game. The only reason they allow that to happen because the All-Star game and the NBA Finals ain't nowhere near as big and lucrative as the NFL to white America. It's for the Super Bowl, excuse me. So they can get away. So they gotta preach to their choir, which is a lot, television owned to black people, but they got a color problem too. But like I said before, it is what it is. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. That subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live and drop a video. Check out the NFL playlist. Financially, you want to support the channel, Cash App, $CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Best way to donate, comment, thumbs up, share the video, subscribe, all that stuff, man. Check out the NFL playlist for more videos like this. Appreciate the love, support. You can check out my Detroit channel. Want to see sports talk some basketball, talk some football over there. Peace. Oh, and hit the link tree as well too. It'll take you to my Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor. Also, you can donate, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal there.